As an ASLP, we should always follow the 4 P's, that is, preparation prevents poor performance. And that's likely very much true in life as well as for therapy sessions. Hi guys, welcome to the video. My name is Archana and I'm an ASLP by profession. So today's topic that we're going to talk about in this video is speech related, and it's milieu teaching. For all the juniors out there, you have to understand guys, speech therapy is not a play session. It's not drawing session. It's not meant for doing all those kiddish activities with a kid. It is in a way, but there's a technique, there's an approach behind everything that a clinician does in a speech therapy session. It's very important to always plan a goal before taking any sessions. If you don't have a goal and you just take the therapies, that means there gonna be no progress in the kid. And even if you have a therapy plan and still if there is no progress in the kid, then I think this video is very much needed to answer all those queries in your mind. Being an ASLP, we should understand that if we have done one approach or one therapy goal with one kid, it's not always necessary that the same kind of procedures or the intervention will be helpful for the other kid as well, in spite of having the same professional diagnosis. Trust me, it's very much important to understand this thing, and it's very much true also. One kid might respond in his own way, the other kid might not. They have all different behaviors that we have to understand before the intervention session. So guys, today's video gonna be a little bit long. It might be boring as well for the students who have no interest in article and reading the recent research, but trust me, it's gonna be very much knowledgeable, and especially for the people out there who have more interest in speech, for them it's going to be really good. And the article that I have chosen is recently, and it's evidence-based intervention, that is milieu teaching, and they have done it on 2 kids, and they'll be talking about the assessment and the procedures and what they did and what was the outcome. So let's just begin with today's topic, milieu teaching.
The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines milieu as the physical or social setting in which something occurs or develops. Sometimes referred to as incidental teaching, milieu communication training is an evidence-based intervention that has been effective with language disorders related to developmental disabilities such as autism spectrum disorders and late talkers. It has also been shown to be effective with children who have Down syndrome. Milieu training methods take advantage of a child's interest within their current environment to build communication skills. A speech pathologist arranges an environment with or bring into an environment communication desires. These desires are preferred toys or routines that attract the child's attention, thus setting the stage for interaction and reinforcement. SLP uses skills such as expectant waiting to encourage a child's initiation. The therapist can then provide prompts to expand on the initiation or strengthen the connection between meaning and expression through repetition. For example, if the child hands the communication partner, that is SLP, a bubble maker, it would be good to wait and see if the child signs, motions, or vocalizes a desire for the bubble maker to be opened before opening it. After opening the bubble maker jar or tube, the therapist could put the wand to her lips and say blow. Wait before blowing the bubble to encourage any communication, then blow. This kind of play sequence can be repeated or expanded depending on the ability and interest of the child. Key to milieu teaching is the intrinsic reinforcement that the activity provides. In other words, the bubbles in this example. This is a natural positive outcome for this high interest activity. Now we'll go through an article titled A Comparison of High and Low Dosage of a Component of Milieu Teaching Strategies for 2 preschool age learners with autism spectrum disorder. In this study, they have used single component of milieu teaching strategy. Usually, milieu teaching has 3 components. First, incidental teaching. In this, child determines the activity and SLP works the language teaching into it. Second is modeling. SLP directs the child's attention to an activity and demands a response from the child or provides a prompt for a response. Third is time delay. The SLP waits for the response. In this study, they have used modeling component. Coming to the aim of this study compared the effect of 2 doses of the modeling component of milieu teaching on acquisition and maintenance of new vocabulary for 2 preschoolers with ASD. Those include 3 subcomponents. First, the average rate of teaching episodes per unit of time. Second, the length of intervention sessions. And third, the distribution of episodes over the sessions. Coming to the procedure, direct assessment of the participant and structured parent interview was conducted, and after the establishment of a stable baseline, intervention sessions began. Intervention sessions consisted of high dose condition, low dose condition, and control condition. The 2 participants' fictitious names are Finn and Pip. You can see their brief history. The design of the study is adapted alternating treatment design. In this, 2 sets of skills that are functionally equivalent, independent, and similar in terms of difficulty are paired with a different intervention strategy. In this case, 2 different doses of the same intervention. 3 vocabulary set, each containing 3 words, 2 action words, and 1 noun. Independent variables for this study are low dose, high dose, and control condition, whereas dependent variable is the spoken production of a target word. Now let's understand what do they mean by low and high dosage. First, low dosage is a 3 teaching episodes for a 3 target vocabulary items, that is total of 9 teaching episodes which were distributed over 10 minutes. Now coming to high dosage, it is 10 teaching episodes for 3 target vocabulary items, that is total of 30 teaching episodes which were distributed over 10 minutes. Coming to the results, for the first participant Finn, as we all can see from the graph, the high dosage condition led to faster acquisition of the target vocabulary items compared with the low dosage condition. A higher dose yielded faster acquisition, whereas for the second participant Pip, results indicated low dosage condition required fewer cumulative teaching opportunities for acquisition of spoken vocabulary target. It suggested marginal difference between the low and high dose condition. These results highlight the influence of individual differences in ostensibly similar persons and response to intervention. 1. Potential explanation for the differential response to dose may relate to the participant's interest in the materials and vocabulary and phrases that was spotted within the pretend play scheme. Other potential variables related to response to intervention may include learners' attentional focus and imitation skills, particularly given the modeling strategy that was implemented in this investigation. Results are not sufficient to allow generalization to a larger population in the absence of larger scale replications, and also they have not mentioned the particular type of ASD that they have investigated on. Future investigations should continue to examine functional relationships between dosage parameters of specific intervention strategies and learners' outcomes.
Now I think we have a better clarity about intervention sessions. As we just saw, for one kid, the high dose was very much effective but for the other kid there was just marginal difference between the results of high dose and the low dose. And this was it, guys. I hope the video was helpful for you all, and the milieu teaching approach that they have just discussed in paper, I think we all can use this approach with our therapy clients. And if you have any clients who was autistic, or if you have taken milieu teaching as one of the therapy goals, please share your views in the comment section below so that it's helpful for the other people as well. Personally, I have taken this milieu teaching as one of my approach when I was in my masters, and I had a client who was autistic, and within just around 3 to 4 months there was a lot of progress in him. So personally, it's been tried and tested, and this approach is very good and very much effective, and we all should try this with our clients, I guess. So that's all for today's video, guys. If you liked it, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. And you can also follow me on my Instagram account, that is Brush Up Your Basics with ASLP. And if you have any suggestions or topics that you want me to make videos about, please comment. So until next time, see you guys. Bye.